Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we would do a little get ready with me chit chat. Not really too much in this intro. If you guys are new here though, I would appreciate it and would love it if you guys stayed and subscribed. It is 100% for free. So before you leave, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. That way you will be alerted every single time I upload a new video. All right, let's get started. All right, so I have a fresh face. Washed my face earlier, did skincare, have my little makeup bag here. And so we are just gonna be getting ready for the day, doing some everyday makeup, trying out a couple new products. So we're gonna jump right into it. So I wanna try out this new primer. It's the Vanish Airbrush Primer from Hourglass. I don't know, have you guys tried this primer before? So it does say smooth into moisturized skin with fingers, follow with your desired foundation. This is what the packaging looks like. It looks very, very beautiful. So like I said, I already did my skincare, so we're gonna go right in with some primer. There we go. I'm just gonna do like a pump and a half because I don't know how much I'm gonna need. What is it supposed to do? Like smooth out your skin. It almost feels like a serum, and then as you rub it in, it kind of just feels a bit silicone-y. So this is definitely something that I'm gonna have to keep playing with because I don't know. I think it's supposed to like fill in pores, smooth skin. All right. I haven't used this foundation on camera yet, so I'm not really going to do a review on it really because I feel like there are 1,000 videos up by now on YouTube about the NARS. This is the Light Reflecting Foundation. So I have used it a couple of times and I do have my thoughts. It's a very liquidy, like glowy foundation. I will say it does wear pretty long, but if you're going to be like out in the heat or really moving around, I can see it kind of like breaking up a little bit faster. Also, I think if you have oily skin, you might not be a fan of this foundation. If you have oily skin and you want to try a new foundation, I think the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation would probably be better for you. But if you have like normal to dry skin, then I think this one would be okay. I am not oily right now. I do get a little bit more oily in the summertime. So I probably would not be wearing this foundation in the summer. Just because again, unless I'm like at home just kind of chilling, but being outside in the heat, I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, I do look pretty like oily and greasy and I'm not even like really oily. So how is everyone doing? I just thought I would do like a little chit chat, you know, get ready with me. I hope everyone is doing okay. I know there's a lot in the world going on right now, and it's just so crazy. We have obviously COVID still going on. We have the war over in Ukraine, and it's just so crazy to think that that is something that is happening right now. It's like, you know, I haven't touched on this yet on my channel, and it's just so crazy. It's just so many things that you wouldn't think you would see in your lifetime, and it's like all happening, and it's just like, it's kind of scary. So just remember, you know, with all the craziness happening in the world, check in with yourself, check in with your friends, your family, and just make sure that everyone is doing okay. And if you're not doing okay, do not be scared to say like, I'm not okay. Like, it's okay not to be okay, but just make sure that you are in control of your not okay, you know, like take your time, be sad, do something that's going to make you happy and be positive and do positive things. If you feel like you need professional help or just need to talk to someone, just kind of make sure that you reach out and do that. Never be ashamed. Right, I need some concealer. So I'm just going to go in actually with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Oh, for foundation, in case you guys are wondering, I'm using, this is M1.2 Patagonia, I believe is the shade name. And for concealer, I'm using Light 2.2 Noah Gantine. I will have the names written on the bottom of the screen because I don't know how to pronounce it. Right now I'm still trying to like focus on building my credit score. We are really trying to get serious about looking into getting a house and starting that process, just because with my daughter, like this apartment is getting very, very small. For bronzer, I'm going to use the cream bronzer from Fenty Beauty. This is the Cheeks Out 0.2 Butter Biscuit Cream Bronzer. There's someone talking outside, so I'm just waiting for my dogs to start barking. So right now I'm just continuing to focus on building my credit score as high as I can, because I know that that will help and make things slightly easier. I know whenever you're looking for a house, I don't think it's never a stress-free process, but whatever we can do to help in any type of way, we are trying to do. I know this isn't going to be our forever home. This is just going to be our starter home, and then we will, you know, be there for a little bit, fix it up, flip it, you know, resell it, and then invest in like our forever home. That's exciting. Right now I am dealing with some sciatic pain, and it's literally driving me crazy, so I'm gonna start doing some like stretches and try to get it fixed on its own. If not, I'll just have to make an appointment with the chiropractor. So we'll see if I can fix it on my own, or if I need to go get professional help. But yeah, it started like 2 days ago, and it is literally the most, I wouldn't say it's the most painful thing I've ever experienced, but it is pretty painful. I feel like this pain feels familiar from when I was pregnant. I feel like I had a bit of sciatic pain. Oh, I'm gonna go in with the NARS. I'm gonna try to remember to tell you what I'm using. This is the liquid blush in the shade Orgasm from NARS. This blush was sold out for so long. Anytime I tried to order it from any place, I couldn't find it anywhere. And then one day I was at Ulta buying something else, and they had one left in stores, and I snatched that up so quickly. Don't need a whole lot. Blush, I feel like disappears so quickly, so this one has a good amount of staying power, and I normally keep it towards the back, but it kind of got a little bit towards the front. Now we just need to go with it. But yeah, so literally came out of nowhere when the pain started. I don't know if I did anything days prior to kind of start it, but it just kind of literally just came out of nowhere, and I was like, what is happening? I literally dropped my daughter off from at daycare, and literally it was like boom. I could barely walk, I couldn't bend over, I couldn't lift her up, and that whole day I just felt very like helpless. Yesterday I felt a lot better. I was moving around. It felt tight, but it didn't feel bad at all. And now today I'm starting to have a little bit of pain again. Like I can move, I can bend, I can lift, but the pain in my lower back is back again. So I really need to start like doing some stretches and things like that, because that's not good. To set my under eye, I'm gonna use the what is this called? The Brightening and Setting palette from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I have mine in the shade, I think light medium, and I'm just gonna go in with, I think it's almond. I'm just gonna use the opposite side of my sponge. And just press this into the under eye. I've been really using this powder a lot lately for my under eyes, and I absolutely love it. So there's so much going on outside. I have no idea what's happening. I think they're like maybe redoing like an apartment, and they're like taking out maybe appliances or something. I don't know. It's a lot of moving around out there. And I'm taking that same shade and just kind of going down the side of my nose and where my pore is, because I don't really want that spot to be super shiny. And then I'm gonna take a nice fluffy brush and go in to the e.l.f. foundation powder. This is in the shade Light 210 Neutral. And I'm just going to use this to set my face, because with this foundation I feel like you need to set it. And I like this powder because it still lets your skin look like skin. You still have like that radiance look, but you don't look greasy or, you know, too dewy. All right, so next I'm actually gonna go into this bronzer here. It's the Essence bronzer in 20 Sunkiss in California. So we're just gonna kind of just add a little bit of warmth back into the skin. My daughter is something else. I love her so much, obviously. She's so smart and she's literally the best thing ever, but she's like in that 2.5 mark kind of stage where those terrible twos and those, you know, like she's kind of learning to communicate her feelings. So right now, if something doesn't go her way, it's like, I'm just gonna throw this at you and you're gonna figure it out. And I'm trying to teach her like, that's not how we communicate. I feel like gentle parenting is hard. Not saying that smacking your child around teaches them anything either, you know, but like patience and just trying to be calm when they're not calm is, it's all hard. So if anyone else is going through that as a first-time parent, or even if you're not a first-time parent, just know I'm struggling with you. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of highlighter, just a little tiny bit. This is the Jacqueline Cosmetic highlighter. It's like a little mini one. It's in the shade Ice. I also been like working out again. This past week I haven't because my daughter was really sick and our sleeping schedule was just thrown in the air. I had like a pretty bad sinus infection. Like she's starting to feel better, I feel. And I mean, if my sciatic pain doesn't go away, then my workout journey is going to probably be on a little bit of a hold. I mean, I'll do what I can, like work out my arms and things like that, but I don't want to do anything that's going to make it worse. I know, Star, you want to bark so bad. She's doing her little okay, there's a whole bunch of toys are being dumped. Right, so I'm just going to quickly do my brows. I'm just going to use the Precision Brow Pencil. But yeah, so I'm trying to work out again, get into just regular walking and make sure the dogs get out more. And with the nice weather, like it's so much easier to go out, take the dogs out. I have small dogs, so they don't do winter. So when it's cold out, they don't really want to be out walking and stuff, which I can walk by myself. Like I don't need them to walk, but walking them is like motivation too for me to get out and walk, you know? Like it's like, oh, I didn't go for my walk today, it's fine. But it's like, oh, the dogs didn't go for their walk today. Like, no, we got to get out and get them for their walk. So it's a little bit more motivational to get out and going. But yeah, so and I've been starting to eat healthier. I've been back on my keto diet. What I did in the past is I was on keto for a while until I got to where I wanted to be, and then I still stayed on it because you can't just like be on keto and then next day not be on keto, eat whatever you want, go back to your old lifestyle and not expect to gain some weight back. So what I normally do is I'll lose the weight and then I will stay on it for a bit and then I will slowly bring back healthy carbs back into my diet. Sorry if I'm like screaming at you. I'm trying to talk over my daughter so you don't hear choo-choo instead of me. But it's more like I'll start bringing back like carbs, like potatoes, carrots, oatmeal, you know, healthy carbs back into my diet, and just portion control, you know, not indulge every single day, you know, eat junk food all the time, healthy snacks, stuff like that, and just work out. And I never have an issue with gaining all the weight back. The only reason why I'm back to where I started was because of my pregnancy. I, of course, ate whatever I wanted during my pregnancy and gained a lot of weight. I started, when I first found out I was pregnant, I was 135 pounds. Right before I gave birth, my last weigh-in, I was 190 pounds, which is a lot. I am 5'3", like just hitting 5'3". So imagine 190 pounds on a 5'3" person. So I started off my pregnancy like working out still because I was already working out. So the doctor said, like, you know, you're fine doing that, and eating healthy. And then as I was getting more into my pregnancy, I just stopped working out and started eating more of whatever I wanted, which I said I wasn't gonna do. But when you're pregnant and you want certain foods, it's like, it's so hard to like say no, you know? I did keto in the past. I was fine. My body was fine. It went great. I lost a lot of weight. And no, you do not gain all the weight back. Like, yes, your first like 10 pounds, you're gonna lose water weight and it will literally come back if you get off of it and just start eating whatever you want. But if you lose, like for example, I lost I think 50 to 60 pounds last time on keto. I kept it off for a couple of years and then I got pregnant. So I didn't gain it back because I got off of keto. I was on keto for, I want to say maybe about a year or so. And it was like, it wasn't even like strict keto. Like I got to my weight loss and then I started slowly bringing back carbs, but still kept in mind, you know, how many carbohydrates I was eating. And then, like I said, I was working out. So I needed to eat carbs because I was working out a lot, weightlifting and all of that stuff. So if you lose 60 pounds and you get off of keto, but you're still portion control eating, you are just being mindful, you know, yeah, you can have some ice cream every now and then, you can have a pizza outing every once in a while, but you're not going to gain back your 60 pounds because you are no longer on a strict keto diet. Now, if you just go off of that and go right into your old lifestyle of eating chips all day long, you know, McDonald's and Dairy Queen, like, yeah, of course you're going to gain the weight back, but that's not because you got off of keto. It's because you're going back to your old lifestyle. So you can't really blame that on like keto doesn't work. Like, it does work. I am proof that it works. So, and like you can, there's healthy keto and then there's like dirty keto and unhealthy keto. Like, I'm not just eating bacon and cheese all day long and saying, oh, I'm being healthy. Like, no, like I'm eating more whole foods, like protein, a whole bunch of vegetables, making sure I'm getting my fiber, you know, avocado, like all my healthy fats. But again, it's all portion control and being mindful of what I'm putting in my body, but I'm trying to eat as much whole foods as possible. I'm still eating fruit, more berries, because you can't really have a whole lot of fruit on keto, like bananas, mangoes, things like that. But you can have blackberries, raspberries, strawberries. There is a healthy way to do it and there's an unhealthy way to do it. Obviously, just keep all that in mind and do your own research. But I just wanted to go on that little rant because I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, if you're on a keto diet, as soon as you get off, you're going to gain all your weight back. No, I'm not going to get off of keto after losing 60 pounds and then in a couple of days gain all my weight back. Like, what's the fat going to do? Reappear? Like, the fat's gone. It's not just water weight. The first 10, 15 pounds maybe, but like, you're losing 60, 70, even 100 pounds on keto, your fat is just not going to just all reappear. And like, what? No. Like, yeah, if you go back to your old eating habits, stop working out and just eat complete trash, yeah, you're going to gain the weight back, but not because it's just so annoying. All right, so I'm going to quickly set my face. Ignore my hair, guys. I just threw it up in a messy bun because I need to wash my hair today, but that's not going to be getting done until later. Did I even tell you guys what I use to set my brows? I just used the Wow Brow from e.l.f. and then I just used the Mav & Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray. I'm loving using up my products. Like, I will never be part of the Project Pan community because I feel like I can't commit like that. But I do enjoy using up my makeup products. All right, so for eyes, I think this is a like newer eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild, but it's their Color Icon in the shade Petalette. But yeah, so I grabbed two. So I thought I'd use this one today because it just reminds me of spring. And guys, spring is around the corner. Today is the 19th, and I think spring is on the 20th. So I think tomorrow is the first day of spring, and it is beautiful out. Like, the weather yesterday and today, it's already like really warm weather, which I'm so excited for. The only thing with that is like today's a Saturday, so like the kids are off, everyone's outside. Everyone's outside and the dogs are, well, my one dog is losing her mind because every single time someone passes the door, like the kids, you know, on their scooters and stuff, she's like barking. So I'm gonna have to start really trying to film before anyone wakes up, like outside, because that way she's not barking, because in the summertime it's so hard to film. But I feel like with Liana and with the dog, it's just overall really hard to film, which is another thing. It's like, where is my YouTube journey gonna go? I'm gonna go into this shade here. I don't know, I feel like I'm just having a hard time figuring out when to film, because when I film really early in the morning, my daughter, it's just like an instinct, like, I don't know, she's like in a deepest sleep, and then she'll know when I'm no longer in the room because she is still sleeping in the same room as us. We have a spare bedroom that we could make into her bedroom, but we're just hoping that we can get a house before we even turn that spare room into her bedroom, because right now it's like, I didn't have a nursery for her, which it breaks my heart, but I'm like, everyone goes so out for a nursery and the baby just stays in the room for a very long time, you know what I mean? And then eventually, like, yeah, you get them to try to sleep train them and get them to sleep in their crib once they're a little bit older, but I feel like her crib that she has right now turns into like a toddler bed, I guess you can say. So it's like, or is it a day bed? It's like it has the two ends of her crib, and then it has like the one side still up, but the other side is off, so she can like get in and out of bed on her own. So that's like, her crib is like I think it's a 3-in-1. Like it starts off as a crib, and then it turns into like a day bed. I think that's what it's called. And then you can buy another attachment and actually turn it into like a normal regular like I don't even know what type of bed that would be. I guess like a single or something. I don't know. I don't think we will turn it and like keep it for that. I think we would just get her like a normal bed when she's, you know, older. So she does sleep in the same room as us. She knows when I'm not in the room anymore, and she will wake up and she'll start crying, and she'll like go back to sleep, but she'll only go back to sleep if I'm holding her. She won't let me put her down. And if I put her down, she's like wrapping her arms around me, like she doesn't want to let me go because she knows I'm most likely going to leave the room again. And so it just makes it very hard and stressful to do that. So sometimes I can get away with it, but most times it takes like 4 hours to finish filming because of going back and forth with her. And then Star, which is my one dog, she's very reactive, which I need to do a lot of training with her this year, and get her out more and just work on her anxiety, because that's really what it is. But for her, like, she's an easy fix. I just film early in the morning, and there's really not much to set her off that she's gonna be barking a whole lot. Like I said, my daughter's like, no. And it's sometimes, like right now I'm filming with her playing in the background, but then that interferes sometimes with my videos because she's making too loud of a noise, or she's talking or singing, and I'm not gonna be like, you know, she's 2. Like, it's hard for me to be like, hey, can you be quiet? You know, like, she's gonna do what she's gonna do. Like, she's playing, she's having fun, she's a toddler. Just like, I want to continue to do YouTube and film beauty videos. Like, I have my other channel, which vlogging's a bit easier because it's vlogging, it's day in the life, so all that background noise is normal. But when you're filming a beauty video, like, you want it to be a little bit more professional, and right now, as you can hear, it's not. There's no one that really complains. Like, I never had anyone comment on my video and be like, your daughter's annoying, or that background noise is distracting. Like, maybe someone thought it, but no one commented it, which I really do appreciate, like, the support, knowing that this is just where I am. Like, I don't have a nanny. So I think I'm gonna go in with the shade right here on my lid. Oh, look how pretty. Ooh. That is so pretty. Like, you have to like build it, but the sparkle, oh my god, this is gorgeous. And then whatever's left of my finger, I'm just gonna kind of fade it up. Ooh, look at that. This is freaking amazing. Why is no one talking about this eyeshadow palette? So yeah, so just filming YouTube, it's like, I don't know, like, am I gonna continue to be able to do this? Because right now, sometimes just certain days feel hopeless. And like, sometimes Liana will know that I'm about to film, and then she'll just kind of want me to hold her and not put her down and carry on. It's a little bit too much sparkle in the crease, but we already did it. I am so hungry. I still didn't. My daughter just ate her breakfast before I started filming, but I, of course, neglect myself. All right, so I'm just gonna use a brush. This is from Xoxo. This is the 234 Smoky Shader Brush. And I'm just gonna try to pick up some of this pink here. Maybe I can use my finger. I don't really feel like I need it, but I'm just gonna pop it in the, ooh, that's so pretty. I'm gonna pop it in the, right in the inner lid part. I'm just gonna put some of that first shade on my lower. All right, and then I'm just gonna take the shade right here and put that in the inner corner. Use my finger. So this palette, definitely go out and get it. It's freaking beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna quickly do my eyelashes. I'm gonna put some mascara on. So I'm gonna use this primer from Lancome, the Lancome Silk Booster XL. Just because the mascara that I'm using, I'm just kind of using just to use up a little bit more because it's not my favorite, so it needs all the help it can get. That's why we're gonna put this primer on. All right, so I'm gonna quickly line my lips while I'm waiting for that primer to kind of just set just a little bit. You don't want it to set completely, but just a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in with the shade 03 Nude from Milani. I wanna see what the actual color of this lip gloss looks like, so I'm not filling them in completely, just kind of doing a little outline. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury mascara. Again, it's just not my favorite, but I feel like I have it and I don't want to like get rid of it. Like, Charlotte Tilbury is not cheap. Alright, so I'm gonna let that dry. And now I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Slick Lip Gloss. They already had these out, I feel, but these are newer shades. So this one is in the shade Love Language. So I picked up 2, so we're gonna use this one today. Ooh. I'm usually never let down from Wet n Wild glosses. That was one dip. I didn't have to go back in. Super, super pretty. I'm just gonna do my lower lashes really quick. Alright, so this is the final look. I still need to do my hair and get dressed and everything for the day, but I think I'll just stop it here because this video is probably already like 1,000 years long because of me being chit-chatty, which was the whole point of this video. This was not new to me today. Like I said, I have wore this already, so I do like it. I do recommend it if you have dry to normal skin. It's not super full coverage, but it is pretty pricey. I think this is like $48 if I can remember correctly. So yeah, so it's not the cheapest foundation, but I do like it. I highly, highly, highly recommend this blush. Again, it's not new. I have used it like, I don't know, probably 10, 20 times already since I bought it because I freaking loved it. I wanted it so bad, and it's actually a product that I've been reaching for a lot. And you can see even with me putting powder, like the foundation powder over top, like it's still like coming through. So I really do love this. So if you can get your hands on it, I really recommend this blush. I freaking love it so much. I have used this bronzer like 2 times prior, so I really am liking this bronzer as well. So these 2 products are the only like brand new things that I tried in this video. This eyeshadow palette in Petalette, you need it, especially for right now for spring. You need it. It's so pigmented and just so like, this is what I was looking for in their Blossom. I think it was their Cherry Blossom collection. This is what I was looking for in that palette, and I did not get it, and I didn't like that, which if you saw my review, you already know. And this gloss is really nice too. So definitely recommend these products. Are super cheap and super affordable. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching. If you stuck to the very end, I just love you so much, and thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. I'm looking at you. I see you. Thank you. Don't forget, guys, beauty is not only on the outside, it's in the inside too. So treat yourself and others with kindness. Stay true. Be you. Till next time. Bye, guys.